Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a brand new video. Today is Monday, the start of the week. I have just dropped Eli off at school and Avery actually has a respiratory appointment well, we need to leave in about an hour. From a respiratory point, Avery's doing pretty well, so I don't expect anything to change at this appointment really. It's just going to be a bit of a checkup. I do want to keep her on respiratory's kind of radar though, because you just never know when things are going to change. At the moment she's quite stable with most areas. The main things we are struggling with is her eyes. We are still waiting for a referral from the eye doctor. Her eye has gotten quite bad. It looks like there's some kind of sort of growth or kind of loose skin under her eyelid. It looks really bad and I think it is sore for her, so we're patiently awaiting that eye appointment. And then the rest really is just general dystonia, tone, things like that. These are things that are always going to be an issue, we're fully aware of that, but she does have a complex movement disorder clinic coming up in December, so I'm hoping that now that everything else is finally stable, touch wood, that we can start doing a bit more dystonia management. For a really long time we kind of had to put a halt on it because we were struggling with her chest, we were struggling with her epilepsy. Things are a bit more stable now, so fingers crossed we can move forward with dystonia management. Anyway, because we have an appointment and things are just always a bit more manic when we have appointments out of the house, I thought I would make life easier for myself and make a stew that I can stick in a slow cooker and then just let it cook throughout the day. So I did the hard part last night and I've already prepped my meat and veggies, so I'm just going to put all of this in some stock and a few herbs into the slow cooker. So this weekend, Josh and I actually took a little trip. I say Josh and I and the kids took a little trip to DFS. You probably don't know, but my sofa that I've had, which you've probably seen in many videos, I've had it for about 7 years, and that was from DFS. And I had it on finance. I paid it off over 4 years, and it's held up really, really well, especially considering the amount of Avery's body fluids that have gone on that sofa. So we decided, instead of kind of risking getting another one off the internet that might not be good quality, we'd go with one from DFS and get that kind of care package that you can pay for, which kind of covers it for stains and kind of motor malfunction. By motor malfunction, one of the seats on our new sofa that we have ordered has a reclining seat, which I'm really excited about. It also has USB charging points. I'm really looking forward to getting it. It's going to take about 12 weeks, so we're not really expecting it until the new year, probably January or February time, but I'm really looking forward to it. We bought it in a stone colour, which isn't quite grey and it isn't quite brown. I didn't want grey. I really didn't want grey, and I wasn't going to go for stone when I saw it online either, because I thought, you know what, stone is going to be too much like grey. But when I actually saw it in the store, especially in different lighting, it almost has sort of brown, like if you look really closely, it has kind of brown sort of flecks throughout it that make it look more like a greyish, which I really, really like. It's a bit like a cool tone brown. So really looking forward to getting that, and that's, I guess, my update for what we did over the weekend. Josh actually worked most of the weekend. Aside from that, I painted the hallway, or I finished painting the hallway and painted the woodwork in there, so it's looking much brighter in there. The floor by the hallway, I mean the stairs. The floor is probably going to be a New Year job, because that is going to be quite a big job. One that I am still intending to try and do myself. We shall see. I'm going to get this stew in the slow cooker. Things that you can expect from me this week. It's actually really exciting because I am going to start getting out the Christmas decorations this week. I mean, I wish the house was kind of where I wanted it to be before I put the decks up, but I am fully aware that it's going to take a long time, and Josh is itching to get the decks up. We've already seen loads of houses. Avery's calling. We've already seen loads of houses with their decks up, and Josh is itching to get them up. He's even kind of cleaned the windows and the gutters outside so we can put some lights up out there. But yeah, that is the plan for this week. I'm really excited because I bought a bunch of new decorations for Avery's room. I will show you those a little bit later on in the week, but yeah, I'm going to go all out in Avery's room because her room's downstairs as well. And I've also bought a few more decorations, or a few new decorations for the boys' room, just because I thought that their room was, or the decorations I had for their room were a bit young for them now, so I wanted to get them some more that were a little bit more grown up, a little bit more traditional. I've also ordered them all some new stockings, all the boys some new stockings. They're from Shein and they should be coming soon. I haven't ordered Avery a new stocking because I quite like hers, and I think she does too because it's got sequins all over it. So yeah, that is the big plan for this week. Aside from that, Avery also has her short synapthin test. Oh, I think I said it right that time. Short synapthin test. She has that test this week. We won't get the results this week, and to be honest, the test part is the bad part because she has to have a cannula and we have to stay in the hospital for a few hours. But I'm excited to see what that says, and hopefully by the new year we may be a med down. We may have to give her one less med, which would be really, really nice. And also one less thing to worry about, since adrenal insufficiency is not a safe thing to have. So yeah, that's the plan for this week. I'm going to stop jabbering now and actually get this stew in the slow cooker before I have to leave.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals that take us high.
So we're back from Avery's appointment, and as I suspected, nothing was really changed today. He just asked some questions, listened to Avery's chest. Anyway, I've just been out to our outbox things and pulled out our Christmas decoration boxes, or most of them anyway. Some of them are upstairs. I've also pulled the little Christmas tree down. I'm gonna need Josh's help to get the big Christmas tree out because it's quite a tight gap to get it out of. But I thought I would start in Avery's room anyway, which only requires the little tree, and I thought I would show you what I've picked up from B&M as well. We are planning on going Christmas shopping or Christmas decoration shopping, or a bit of both maybe, this weekend. So I will be able to pick up a few more bits, preferably candles. I want to go to TK Maxx and check out their like Christmas candles because they always do some really, really good ones. There's also a few more bits that we need to pick up for Avery and a few errands we need to run, so we're doing all that on Saturday. But first I'll show you the things that aren't for Avery's room because there's only a couple of bits. I picked up one of these. Now I really, really, really want the botanical winter candle from the White Company. I love the winter candle. I love the scent Winter from the White Company. It's so nice, so Christmassy, and to me that is a Christmas scent. I know some people prefer the more sort of pine scented things. I like the spicy scents. I like the cloves, I like the cinnamon, the orange. I like that really warm spicy scent when it comes to autumn and Christmas actually. But I decided to pick up a botanical candle from B&M. They did have two different types. They had this one and then more of a berry style one, which pulled more sort of reds and greens. I really liked the colourway of this one because it's kind of more beige and it sort of suits my decor a bit more. So this is clementine spice, and it looks like it's got cinnamon sticks and oranges in it, or clementines. I just thought this was a really, really cheap alternative to the White Company botanical candle. It was only £6, and I know that the ones at the White Company are quite expensive. I also picked up a new tree decoration. I like to pick up one or two each year. I don't like to bulk buy them or get a big box because I'm trying to collect not unique pieces, because it's not exactly unique, there's tons of these in the shop, but pieces that don't necessarily match, and I like to pick each thing with care. I like to make sure it's definitely gonna kind of be timeless throughout every single year, and I'm not gonna feel like the tree just looks overloaded with a bunch of, you know, really generic baubles. I do also have a couple of other ideas for the tree this year too, which I'll probably explain when I actually decorate the tree. But I've just picked up this, like, it's like a champagne gold Christmas tree. It is like a metal, and it just has like a jute twine tie, so I thought that was really cute, so I've added that to my collection. Now on to Avery stuff. Now I know I just said I don't like getting big tubs of baubles, but that is for our main family tree, which, by the way, I don't know if we're going to be able to fit in the house next year, which makes me really, really sad. Like, once all of our furniture's in and everything, I am not sure if we will fit the tree. I might cry. If we can't fit the tree next year, then my plan will be probably to get a smaller tree, but a pre-lit one. I mean, I'm assuming I'll be able to fit the tree in there this year. Let's keep our fingers crossed. I've not actually measured for it yet. Anyway, as I was saying, I did pick up a big pack of baubles. I'm starting from scratch with Avery's tree with the whole pink theme, so I tried to make it as cheap as possible, and to do that, the best way is to just get a huge pack of baubles, and that's the bulk of the decorations done. So they're all different kind of pink tones, some are more of a rose gold, different textures, and I think it was £5 this tub. Yeah, £5, 40 baubles, pretty inexpensive. I also picked up Avery a tree skirt. Now, In the shop, on the stand, it said £5 above all of the tree skirts, so I grabbed this without looking and put it in my basket. When I actually went to check out, I realised it was £10. It's a little bit more than I wanted to spend, but it is really soft and fluffy, and it actually matches Avery's walls perfectly, which is really nice. So my plan is, in B&M, they have this gorgeous pink themed garland, and I absolutely fell in love with it, but it was £30. And I just couldn't bring myself to do it for the sake of, you know, a garland for Avery's room, especially since I already have garlands. So what I decided to do was pull inspiration from it. I'm going to use a garland I already have, and I'm going to try and recreate it a little bit. So I picked up a couple of these really big flowers. I thought it would be cheaper to do it this way, to buy the decorations and use a garland to have at home, even though technically I have spent more than £30, but these decorations I can use for the tree as well. So it made sense in my head. So I bought a couple of these really big like clip-on flower decorations. I just think they're really, really pretty, and I like the glitter. And then I picked up a little 3-pack of these ones. These ones are a little bit smaller and still glittery, but they're just a different style, so I've got those. I also picked up this little A. It was only cheap, so I thought it'd be cute on her tree. I picked up a couple of packs of clip-on glittery feathers, 1 pack in pink and 1 pack in gold. I also picked up some little gold baubles. These were only £2.50, so I thought it would be a nice filler for the tree. And then also some pink snowflakes as well to go on it. The garland that I saw had pine cones on it, so I picked up a pack of pine cones as well. I love pine cones for Christmas anyway, so if I don't use all of those in Avery's room, I'm sure I'll find somewhere else to put them. Also picked up some bows. I thought one of these would go nice at the top of the tree too. And then, this isn't for the tree, but it is for Avery's room. I bought her a nutcracker. I have a real thing about nutcrackers at Christmas time. I think what it is when I was little, I used to love all of the Barbie movies that they brought out, and they always tend to bring them out at Christmas. And I remember watching the Barbie Nutcracker movie, and it's just stuck with me. And now at Christmas, I just love the sight of nutcrackers. I also bought a few bits for the boys' room, which I'll probably show you when I decorate the rest of the house. But I bought them I think I bought them a nutcracker as well. Yes, I did. I bought them a nutcracker as well, a little bit bigger than the one I got for Avery's room. I just really like nutcrackers. They used to have these little ones, but they were cheap from Poundland, and they did break eventually, so I thought I'd upgrade them to a nice big one. Anyway, that is everything I picked up from B&M this time, but I've got a little bit of time, literally about 10-20 minutes, so I think what I might do with that time is just get the tree up and maybe fish out what lights I want to go with it. Is it just me, or does anyone else get like a bit nervous about opening up their Christmas tree box after it's been in storage for a year? I always feel as though there's going to be spiders hiding in there, and it freaks me out just a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Decorate the boys' room today, and it shouldn't take me long because there's not actually much to decorate with. I do have some new stockings for them coming in the post, and I picked up a couple of new bits from B&M. So this is the big nutcracker I was talking about yesterday. Like I said, it's from B&M and it's actually mechanical. Its little mouth opens and closes. So I got them this. Also picked up this ho 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 sign. I'm sticking with kind of the more traditional colours for the boys' room, sort of the reds and the greens and the golds. Since there isn't enough room for an actual tree in here, I picked up one of these little mini tabletop trees. Figured we could make it look nice enough. And then also this little pipe cleaner tree as well in red. And then I've just got these from the years that we've had them. They're little elf on the shelf. I know this isn't the elf on the shelf that everyone is used to seeing. I don't do that because I think it's way too much pressure. Kudos to any parents that actually do elf on the shelf. But we just have this little ceramic elf on the shelf, and then this kind of tinsel that looks a little bit like a garland as well. So I'm just going to pop these things up in here. I need to fish out a few decorations for the tree, but I'm just going to get it up for now. We're in the kitchen. Avery is in her expander, and right in front of me, right behind you, I have all of my Christmas mugs and Christmas plates and bits and bobs like that stacked up on the draining board. I've just given them all a wash and I'm going to put them away. My mug cupboard is full, so I know for a fact I'm going to have to put some mugs away to make room for the Christmas mugs, which I'm totally fine with. I love my Christmas mugs. You guys might remember from last year, maybe even the year before, that I have a bit of an obsession with Christmas mugs. I have bought a new one this year as well. So yeah, I'm gonna put all of the Christmas mugs away. You gonna help Mum? Avery was supposed to have her shorts and acting test tomorrow. I found out today that it's been cancelled. The endocrine nurse has had an emergency, and sadly there's no one else that can do it. So no appointment tomorrow. She's going to reschedule when she's back next week. So that is a little bit annoying because it's just more time on hydrocortisone, but in the same sense I'm glad I don't have to do it, because it would have been quite stressful in the morning, wouldn't it, trying to get to the hospital for 8 o'clock. Yeah, so we're going to stay home instead. We will still have to do it, but yeah, it'll be rescheduled next week. But we're going to put the mugs away. We're going to put the mugs away. You can help Mummy. Yeah? Morning guys, so I'm just in the process of putting up some garlands in the living room. I will show you them in a bit, but I had to capture this moment because as I'm decorating for Christmas for the first time ever at this time of year, we have snow. It's snowing. Now I know to a lot of you that won't seem like such an exciting thing, but normally, especially when I lived in Cornwall, we wouldn't see snow until after Christmas, if we saw it at all that year. So to see it before Christmas, and not only that, to see it while I'm decorating for Christmas is really magical to me. And it's made me really emotional. So me and Avery are just in the living room. She is in her pea pod watching me decorate, aren't you, Pudding Pop? Just having a pyjama day, guys, by the way, if you couldn't tell. I thought I'd just keep her in her pyjamas and stay nice and toasty and warm. In terms of decorating, so far I have a garland along the TV unit, which, by the way, I realised I've not actually shown you yet. So this is a Besta unit from IKEA. It's actually 3 separate units. I'm thinking about getting a piece of MDF to go on top. If I do that, I will definitely use cutmy.co.uk. And then we've just popped the TV on the wall. I think it looks pretty good. The rest of the living room is still a little bit of a mess. The only other thing I've done is put a garland up above the window. This is the one that I used to put on my staircase, but the banister is way too long and I didn't think it looked right to have like half a garland on it. So I've put it above the window and I think it looks nice. I've just been putting some lights on it. In terms of the rest of the decorating, a lot of it is just little bits and bobs. The tree obviously still needs to go up, but I have a shelving unit coming today and my plan is to actually build it in to this space in the living room right here. I'm going to get MDF. I'm not sure what's going on with my camera at the moment. You know, I think it's been dropped one too many times in the move because it's not focusing very well and it's starting to malfunction a little bit. I'm really not sure what's wrong with it and I hope it's not about to go kaput on me. But yeah, I'm planning on doing like a built-in unit, so I'm just buying a shelving unit and then I'm just going to use MDF and whatnot to try and build it into the space. Just another project for me. I have my ideas in my head, but I have the shelving unit coming. I don't plan on doing the whole built-in thing probably until after Christmas because it's going to be a bit of a bigger job and we want to be able to put the tree up, but I do want to pop the shelving unit in there because once the tree's there I don't think there's going to be any space to move the shelving unit in there. I don't think we'll be able to have a tree as big next year, which makes me really sad because I love my tree. I love my Christmas tree so much, but I think it is going to be too big once we get all of our new furniture and the living room is done. So I'm going to enjoy it one last year and then next year I will probably buy a smaller one. I still want it to be nice and tall, but probably just a little bit slimmer and maybe a pre-lit one too. That would make life a lot easier. So Avery and I are going to finish putting up the decks. I love putting the decorations up in the living room and in Avery's room as well because I know how much he likes the lights. So yeah, I'm really excited to see it all finished. We have just got home from the school run, haven't we, Pudding? I'm just about to start up her feed. I feel like a little bit of a lion at the moment. I've got a bit of a lion's mane going on because I wore my hair in plaits while it was wet. Now it's super frizzy. So I think I finished with the decorating aside from the Christmas tree, but I need Josh to pull the Christmas tree down for me tonight, so I will decorate that probably tomorrow. I'm really happy with it. I've also built the shelving unit in the little alcove, and I've ordered the MDF for when I do eventually build it in. So yeah, I'm happy with it at the moment. I'm probably going to show you around the house and show you everywhere that's decorated in the next video once I've got the tree up, so that will be in the next video. I'm going to close this one out now. I've got 2 videos that I've done that I still need to edit and upload for you guys. But I have managed to keep up with a video a week, which I'm quite happy with. I hope that you have been enjoying the house content. But yeah, with that said, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys. Say bye bye. Say bye bye. Say bye bye.